Wrestling fans, welcome to a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. I am your host, Lance Brock. Thank you for tuning in to Spreaker or wherever else you are listening to this episode on. It is Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It is time to talk about AEW Dynamite Holiday Bash. And let's get right into it. Tonight, Dynamite Holiday Bash is live from San Antonio, Texas, with your commentators for the evening, Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, and Taz. And we kick things off with the man who challenged MJF for the AEW World Championship last week on Winter is Coming, Absolute Ricky Starks, who is definitely over with the San Antonio crowd here tonight. Cuts an in-ring promo, but then he is interrupted by Jericho Appreciation Society members Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Jake Hager, and Daniel Garcia. Starks brings up Jericho losing the upset, losing to Action and Andretti. And then they go to the ring, try to attack Starks, but then Action Andretti makes the save for Ricky Starks. And we kick things off on Holiday Bash big with match 5 of the Best of 7 series for the AEW World Trios Championships. The Death Triangle, who is up 3-1, taking on the Elite, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. It is do or die for the Elite, but this time the hammers are illegal and any other weapon because there is no disqualification. Of course, Holiday Bash. There's a Christmas tree involved. There's tinsel involved. Good match. And the Elite pick it up in the end, making the series 3-2. So there will at least be a match 6 to take place. The Elite is still alive in this one. My prediction is that it will go to a match 7, and which will take place January 11th on my birthday on the episode of Dynamite from Los Angeles. So, good match to start off the show, in ring action part of the show anyway. The Elite making it 3-2. And then we see the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, and he calls out MJF, but instead he gets all ego Ethan Page and Stokely halfway. And Blackpool Combat Club member Jon Moxley defeats Darius Martin from Top Fight, as they will be in part of the, if I'm saying this right, King's Christmas Casino Battle Royal, Trios Battle Royal, I should say. Hopefully I said that right, but that will take place this Friday night on Rampage Holiday Bash. And Hook, the cold-hearted handsome devil, defeats Exodus Prime. Real quick squash match here. But then we see on the screen in the back Stokely Hathaway and his faction attacking Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Big Bill throwing him in the dumpster. And then Hook goes to the back. Last week, Hook and Jungle Boy kind of formed an alliance. I think that will be a pretty good tag team in AEW if they go forward with it. In tag team action, FTR, the AAA and IWGP Tag Team Champions. FTR taking on the Guns. And I was surprised about the outcome of this match. The Guns actually getting the win over FTR. Non-title match, but still getting the win. And next up, we have Rick Ross in the ring to mediate face-to-face with Swerve in Our Glory, Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. First is just Keith Lee in the ring. Swerve makes him wait a little bit, then he makes his way to the ring, and finally we get the official breakup of Swerve in Our Glory. That's been teased for quite a little while now, but they are now officially broken up as a tag team. And we have, coming from the crowd, Parker Bordeaux attacking Keith Lee, but Lee turns that around, clotheslines Bordeaux out of the ring, and Rick Ross is on the mic at this time, kind of like one of the ringleaders, him and Swerve distracts Keith Lee, and then this other guy who I'm not sure who it is as of right now, to be honest. I haven't seen, but he's got a bunch of tattoos on his body, on his face, and he attacks Keith Lee, and then Parker Bordeaux joins in again, and they double team Keith Lee. New faction now formed by Swerve Strickland. And now it is time for the main event. AEW Dynamite Holiday Bash main event time for the AEW Women's Championship. The champion Jamie Hayter taking on former champion Hikaru Shida. And this, in my opinion, was a fantastic main event between these two great wrestlers. Definitely worth checking out in case you did not see Holiday Bash tonight. Definitely, well, I recommend checking out the whole show, to be honest. But you definitely have to watch this main event. These two put on one heck of a wrestling match. Definitely match of the night. Great main event. Maybe, as far as all pro wrestling goes, I would say maybe match of the week, to be honest. Just my opinion, though. But it is Jamie Hayter picking up the win to once again retain the AEW Women's Championship in the main event of Dynamite Holiday Bash. Good episode of Dynamite this week once again. Good crowd in San Antonio. The Danielson promo was good, like I talked about. He mentioned going to San Antonio to train at Shawn Michaels Wrestling School, having his first match only about 15 minutes away from the arena they were in tonight. And definitely, once again, the AEW Women's Championship, Hayter and Cheetah, great match between those two. Check it out in case you missed it. So that is this episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic, episode 338. Thank you for tuning in, everybody, whether you're listening to the main feed, the main stream, the main, well, not, is it stream? I don't know, whatever it is. The main thing right here on Spreaker, or if you're listening to it on a podcatcher, because you can find 360 Wrestling Fanatic just about any website, app, or wherever you can listen to podcasts on. YouTube as well. These are available on the 360 Wrestling Podcast YouTube channel. And remember, if you have any likes, questions, suggestions, the email is 360wrestlingpodcasts@gmail.com. Also, if you want to make a suggestion of a topic, a certain past wrestling show, a certain wrestler, or any kind of topic, any kind of pro wrestling topic, I should say, you want me to talk about on Fanatic Unleashed, you can make a suggestion at 360wrestlingpodcasts@gmail.com. Once again, thank you for tuning in. We got this weekend, Christmas, of course, and Friday, SmackDown and Dynamite, Rampage Holiday Bash. Hopefully, we'll have a recap of those shows, and maybe another episode coming up also this week. So just stay tuned right here to 360 Wrestling Podcasts. Hopefully we'll have more new episodes coming up soon. Have a great night, everybody. I am Lance, and I am a wrestling fanatic.